Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to learn packages and access modifier in Java. So let's see what is packages. So a package in Java is used to group related classes. So it is like a box you can consider or folder. In a folder, and then you can put similar type of or related type of classes inside that folder or packages. That's a simple, and it should be the first line of your source file. Okay, let's an example. You can see here is one of my class. This is the class. You can see alert test, and here you can see this class. This class is over here, alert test, and it's up here. It is inside a package. It's called my basic test. So here you can see the first line of this class is the package where this class belongs to. This class belongs to, this is the package name. Okay, so if you have a folder, you can see this is it's like a folder. So it's a package. Usually in real life, when you have a project, your project, there will be source folder. Inside the source folder, you could have one or multiple package as you need. You can create, if you in a source folder, if you right click, then you can see new, and then you can create a package. Okay, you can create a package, then you can give a name of the package. So as many as package you want, you can create. But usually we create a package and with an objective, with an objective, so that we can put the similar type of class inside the same package. So your source line of your class, of your source file of your class, you should have the first line is the package. Okay, let's go here. So, and in order to use classes of other package, we have to use import statement. So it means like in this class, you might have to use any properties from other classes. So since, as I said, your class have to be part of any packages. So there will be no class without a package. So example, and if you want to use any properties or any class from different packages, that time you have to import that class using the import keyword, so that in this class you have the knowledge about the the class you are going to use from the different packages. Here is example. You can see here, I can show you. In this class I'm using a Selenium class or method. Here you can see, I can show you. Here is one of the method. You can see Selenium, it's using Selenium by. Here you can see the driver dot find element by ID, or I would say, let's see, that's here, web driver. Yes, so this find element methods coming from a class is called Selenium. Underneath the Selenium, there is a class is called a web driver class. Okay, and here you can see, and inside this class there is a method, it's called find element method that we're using over here. So if you want to use this method from a class, and this class belongs to a different package, because this is a by default a default Selenium libraries, part of the Selenium library. So inside there is a package, it's called, this is the package name, org.openqr.selenium. So inside this package, this is a class, and inside this class there is a method is called find element method that we're using. So if you want to use any properties from a class which belongs to different package, that time you have to use import keyword. You have to use import keyword, and then your package name, then your class name. Okay, or sometimes you can use package name and then you can put a asterisk sign, so you can use any one of the classes from these packages. But you have to use import keyword for sure. So when you are going to call a method like that, call a method like that from a different class which belongs to different package, that time the IntelliJ or our Eclipse will automatically give you the option to import this the package and the classes. Okay, so this is like you're importing a class in this your class, so that you can use the properties of that classes, any method, any properties inside over here. I hope that is clear. Okay, so that's what it's saying. In order to use classes from other packages, we have to use import statement. Packages are usually two types, two category. One is built-in packages, package from, say, example for Java API or Selenium API, or another one user-defined packages, which is create your own packages. So let's see here, example again, this is the package I created. This is a user created this package, right? And inside this package, I created related classes over here. So this is the user defined or created package. And there is another package which comes with a library APIs. For example, for Java, when you install the Java comes with its own API library, right? Where it has there is a project. Inside the project, there will be the package, and inside the package there will be a lot of related classes and methods that we can use as far we need. Okay, and similarly over here, as I've just shown you, so for Selenium also it comes with its own library or API. Okay, so example, one of them, like Selenium, it's a WebDriver is one class. Like there is a Chrome driver, another class. Like you can see, this is a Chrome driver. Okay, so this Chrome driver is coming from a Chrome driver class, which belongs to over here. The class is called Chrome and it belongs to this package. Okay, so whenever we're going to use any class or methods that's coming from different packages, that time we have to use the import keyword. I already explained you. So this is the two type of packages. And here you can see, and even very some common packages in Java, example in Java. Here, as you can see, we always use main method, whenever you write a code for in Java. So we use the main method, and main method, it comes from a Java library API, and there is a package, it's called java.lang package. Okay, similarly, you will find lots of other classes like a scanner class. It belongs to java.util package. Here you can see this is the Java library comes with its inbuilt library, and here is some of the packages over here. You can say lang, util, awt, sql, and inside each and every package there will be number of classes and methods. It already comes with the Java when you install. Okay, so here example, one of the example for the scanner class. Okay, so as soon as you create an object of a scanner class, that time scanner, the package related with the scanner class will come to your class, right? Your project over here, like import, this is the package name, then it's the class name. Okay, so that in this same class you can use any properties inside the scanner class. So example, we call a method is called next line, which is underneath the scanner class. Okay, it's able to come because we imported the scanner class packages in our classes. Okay, so this is the inbuilt, you can say, packages. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Packages very simple. It's a user defined or built-in package. That's only the two types of package we can have usually we can see. Okay, let's move on. Next is access modifier. So access modifier in Java. Access modifier helps to set the access level of our classes, variables, and method. Okay, it's very simple. Access modifier, we already know, or we already have seen this access modifier we're using at the beginning of your variable, class, or method, which is none other than they're the public or nothing or the private. Those are the keyword. It's called access modifier. So you can use access modifier with the class, variables, and method. The access modifier can be divided in two types, two category. One is called class level access modifier, and another one is member level access modifier. It means any property inside the class, like a variable or method, those are the member of a class. So let's say then a class level. So class level access modifier. So usually when you create a class, most of the time we use a public, like public then class, whatever name of your class name, right? So example, like we create a class over here. This is the public, this is access modifier, right? Then it's a class keyword, and this is the name of your class. Okay, so when you create a class, this is your access modifier. You could put your access modifier as a public, or if you don't put anything, that's okay too. There's no problem. You can save it, it should work. This is called default access modifier. So your class can come with a either default access modifier or public access modifier. But there is a difference. Then what is the difference? The difference is that if your class is public, then it can be accessed. This class is open for everyone. It's a accessibility. It's free to the world. So anybody can, call this, use this class. Like here is example, in my project, I have a one package, right? And this class is inside this package. So I might have you can see there is another package. It's called Selenium 4. And here is a lot of number of related classes. So this class can be used in these packages too. You can call any properties from to a different packages, or you can use this one if you upload this project to a like ambient repository, which is the Java based the server or hub. You can say all the free project is uploaded up there, so anybody can use this classes. So it means it's a if your class is public, it's free to use even from the world, from anywhere from the world. And other than if your class is default, it means there's nothing up here. That time it has only limitation to use this class within the package, within the same package. So you can use this class, from any other classes from inside the same package. You cannot use this from different package. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, I hope that it's clear. Let's go back to our node. So that's what I'm saying. The public, you could have a public with your class, and or it's nothing, which is called default. Okay, now let's talk about the member level access modifier. So member level access modifier, it means the inside a class, the variable, I'm talking about a variable and methods. So what could we have? You could have a public. Your method or variable could be a public. So if a member is marked as public, then it is accessible anywhere in Java world. Again, if your variable, your method is public, it can be used from anywhere in this world because it's available for everyone. Example, this is a variable. The driver is a variable, and the type is web driver, and its access modifier is public. So this variable can be used anywhere. Okay, and if you don't use, it's called default, right? If a member have no modifier, so if we can use just instead of public, the same like a class, we can put our member as a like web driver, so nothing up here. That time it's called default modifier. Then it will be marked as default implicitly. Then it is accessible in its only the package. It's same rule like the class have. Like if your member inside a class is default, that time it will be only accessible within the same package. Okay, and protected. So those are the 4 access modifier. You can see public, default or no modifier, protected, and the private. So what's the protected? So protected, you can see what's the protected. So if a member is marked as protected, then it is accessible in its package. It's the same class. Okay, again, if it's a protected, this is very rarely we use protected access modifier. So it is marked, if you use a protected, then it will be only accessible in its package, the same in its package in the same classes. If you see, if you're using protected, that time it will be used in the same class, same package, and it's just even in a subclass. Subclass means a child class. Okay, and I already explained, if it's a public, whether it's a variable or method, it can be used from the class, same class, any class for different classes, different packages, from different packages, even in child class or subclass or anywhere from the world. If it's a default, it can be used from the same class, it can be used from the same package, but no subclass or no, it's not available from the anywhere from the world. Protected, I already explained you. Now the private, we use a lot of times private access modifier, like we make our method is like private. Let's see, or our variable we can declare as a private. Okay, so it's here nothing I haven't created anything over here. So example, if I use example, I can create a private, sorry, private, and then void, and then my private method. Okay, I'm just giving an example method. Okay, I can create a method like this. Okay, this is the private method, and then sys out. Okay, example of private method. So I'm create a method, and I give you the method access modifier is a private. What does it mean? It means if your method is private, you can only use this method. Only you can use this method within the same class. That's the restriction. That's why it's called private. Okay, by the name you can understand the accessibility is a private. It means the access level of this method is only within the same class. You cannot call even or use this method in even different class, even in the same package. Okay, a lot of times we need to use private method which is holding or going to hold some sensitive data like your the bank account number, so those kind of things. So this is the private. Okay, so that's why it's called, it's only you can use within the same class. You cannot use in a different class, even the same package, not from the child class, not from the open for globally. Okay, so those are the 4 type of access modifier. Most of the time, so we use public or sometimes default, or you can see the private for the class members. So those are the usually you will see. And the floor class level, you will see most of the time you always use, most of the times use public. Sometimes we use the default type too. That's okay though. Okay, I hope that's very clear. That's all about the access modifier that we use in Java. Thank you.